What if you could see beyond the obvious and reshape your world? Have you ever felt stuck, unable to find solutions to your problems? Do you sometimes wonder if there's more to reality than what meets the eye? These questions lead us to explore a powerful concept that could change everything: thinking in 4 dimensions. Most of us view the world in 3 dimensions: height, width, and depth. This perspective has served us well, but it also limits our understanding and potential. We often find ourselves trapped in rigid thought patterns, unable to see beyond immediate challenges. But what if we could break free from these constraints and access a whole new level of perception? This is where 4-dimensional thinking comes in. By adding the 4th dimension, time, to our mental toolkit, we open up a world of possibilities. This isn't about complex physics or abstract theories. It's a practical approach to expanding our minds and transforming our lives. 3-dimensional thinking keeps us focused on what's right in front of us. We see objects, people, and situations as fixed and separate. This view can make problems seem insurmountable and opportunities invisible. It's like trying to understand a movie by looking at a single frame. You might get some information, but you're missing the bigger picture. In contrast, 4-dimensional thinking allows us to see the flow of events over time. It helps us understand that everything is connected and constantly changing. This perspective can reveal solutions we never imagined and paths we didn't know existed. Let's dive deeper into what 4-dimensional thinking really means. The 4th dimension, time, isn't just about clocks and calendars. It's about understanding that every moment is part of a larger continuum. Past, present, and future aren't separate entities, but interconnected parts of a whole. When we think in 4 dimensions, we start to see patterns and connections that were invisible before. We begin to understand that our current situation is not just a result of immediate circumstances, but of a long chain of events stretching back through time. And more importantly, we realize that our actions now will shape countless future moments. This realization can be incredibly empowering. It means that we're not just passive observers of our lives, but active creators. Every choice we make, every action we take, sends ripples through time, influencing our future in ways we might not have considered. Breaking free from linear time is a key aspect of 4-dimensional thinking. Most of us are used to seeing time as a straight line, with the past behind us, the present where we stand, and the future ahead. But this view can be limiting. It can make us feel like we're locked into a predetermined path, with little room for change or growth. 4-dimensional thinking encourages us to see time more like a landscape. Just as we can look around and see different parts of a physical landscape simultaneously, we can learn to perceive different points in time. This doesn't mean literally seeing the future, but rather understanding that the seeds of future events are present in the now. This perspective can dramatically change how we make decisions. Instead of just considering immediate outcomes, we start to think about long-term consequences and opportunities. We become more strategic, more patient, and more visionary in our approach to life. For example, when faced with a difficult choice, 3-dimensional thinking might focus only on short-term gains or losses. But 4-dimensional thinking would consider how this decision might play out over time, how it aligns with our long-term goals, and what possibilities it might open up or close off. Expanding our perception in this way takes practice, but there are techniques we can use to help broaden our awareness. One powerful method is visualization. Try to picture your life as a timeline, stretching from the past into the future. See how events connect and influence each other. Notice how choices you made in the past have led to your current situation, and imagine how your present actions might shape your future. Another technique is to practice mindfulness, but with a twist. Instead of just focusing on the present moment, try to hold awareness of past, present, and future simultaneously. Think about what led to this moment, what's happening now, and what might come next. This exercise can help you develop a more fluid, 4-dimensional perspective. You can also try looking at problems from different time scales. If you're dealing with a current issue, consider how it might look a week from now, a year from now, or even 10 years from now. This can help you gain perspective and make more balanced decisions. Applying four-dimensional thinking to daily life can lead to remarkable improvements in problem solving. When we expand our temporal perspective, we often find that problems that seemed unsolvable become manageable. We start to see obstacles not as permanent roadblocks, but as temporary challenges that we can work through over time. This approach can also enhance creativity and innovation. By considering how ideas and trends evolve over time, we can spot opportunities that others miss. We can anticipate future needs and develop solutions before problems even arise. In practical terms, four-dimensional thinking can help in various aspects of life. In your career, it can help you plan for long-term success rather than just chasing short-term gains. In relationships, it can help you build deeper connections by understanding how your actions today shape your interactions tomorrow. In personal development, it can help you set meaningful goals and create effective strategies to achieve them. Of course, adopting this new way of thinking isn't always easy. There are challenges to overcome. One common obstacle is our ingrained habit of linear thinking. We're so used to seeing things in a straightforward, cause-and-effect way that it can be difficult to shift to a more holistic perspective. Another challenge is the fear of the unknown. Four-dimensional thinking requires us to engage with uncertainty, to consider possibilities that we can't fully predict or control. This can be uncomfortable, especially for those who prefer stability and certainty. There's also the risk of getting lost in contemplation of the future or rumination about the past, instead of taking action in the present. Four-dimensional thinking isn't about neglecting the now, but about understanding its connection to past and future. To push past these barriers, it's important to start small. Begin by applying four-dimensional thinking to low-stakes situations. As you become more comfortable with this perspective, you can gradually apply it to more significant areas of your life. It's also helpful to remind yourself that this is a skill that can be developed over time. Don't expect to master it overnight. Be patient with yourself and celebrate small victories as you learn to expand your perception. As you cultivate this four-dimensional mindset, you'll likely notice a ripple effect in various areas of your life. One of the most significant impacts is often in relationships and communication. When we think in four dimensions, we become more empathetic and understanding. We can see beyond immediate conflicts or misunderstandings to the larger patterns of our interactions. This perspective allows us to communicate more effectively. Instead of reacting to situations based solely on the present moment, we can consider the history of our relationships and our hopes for their future. This often leads to more thoughtful, constructive conversations and stronger, more resilient connections. Four-dimensional thinking also has a profound influence on personal growth and success. It helps us set more meaningful goals by considering not just what we want to achieve, but who we want to become over time. It encourages us to think about success not as a destination, but as an ongoing process of growth and development. This mindset can lead to greater resilience in the face of setbacks. When we view challenges from a four-dimensional perspective, we can see them as temporary obstacles rather than permanent failures. We understand that our current struggles are just one part of a larger story, and this can give us the strength to persevere. To truly benefit from four-dimensional thinking, it's important to cultivate this mindset through daily practices. One effective approach is to start each day by reflecting on your goals and visualizing your desired future. Take a few minutes to imagine where you want to be in a year, 5 years, or even further ahead. Then, consider what actions you can take today to move in that direction. Another helpful practice is to regularly review and learn from your past experiences. This isn't about dwelling on past mistakes or successes, but about understanding the patterns and lessons that can inform your future choices. Keeping a journal can be a powerful tool for developing four-dimensional awareness. Write about your current experiences, but also reflect on how they connect to your past and your future aspirations. This can help you see the continuity in your life and make more intentional choices. There are also many resources available to support your journey into four-dimensional thinking. Books on mindfulness, futurism, and systems thinking can provide valuable insights. Online courses and workshops can offer structured approaches to expanding your perception. And discussions with like-minded individuals can help you explore new perspectives and refine your understanding. As more people adopt this way of thinking, the potential for positive change extends beyond individual lives to society as a whole. Four-dimensional thinking can lead to more sustainable decision-making, as we consider the long-term consequences of our actions. It can foster innovation by encouraging us to anticipate and prepare for future challenges. This mindset can also promote greater empathy and cooperation. When we understand that our actions have far-reaching effects, we're more likely to consider how our choices impact others, both now and in the future. This can lead to more compassionate, collaborative communities. In conclusion, thinking in 4 dimensions is a powerful tool for reshaping your reality. By expanding your perception to include the dimension of time, you open yourself up to new possibilities and solutions. You gain a deeper understanding of yourself, your relationships, and the world around you. This isn't about predicting the future or dwelling on the past. It's about seeing the present moment in its full context, understanding its connections to what has been and what could be. It's about making choices with greater awareness and intention. Four-dimensional thinking empowers you to be an active creator of your life, rather than a passive observer. It helps you see beyond immediate obstacles to the larger picture of your personal growth and potential. It encourages you to think big, to consider not just what you can achieve today, but what you can build over time. Remember, developing this mindset is a journey. It takes practice and patience. There will be challenges along the way, but each step forward expands your perception and your possibilities. Every time you pause to consider the bigger picture, you're strengthening your four-dimensional thinking skills. As you continue to explore and apply this concept, you'll likely discover new insights and applications. Your understanding will deepen, and you'll find new ways to use this perspective in your daily life. This is the beauty of four-dimensional thinking. It's not a fixed skill, but an ever-evolving way of perceiving and interacting with the world. So, are you ready to expand your mind and change your reality? Are you willing to look beyond the obvious and see the interconnected nature of time and experience? The choice is yours, and the potential is limitless. Start small. Pay attention to the connections between past, present, and future in your daily life. Notice how your current actions are shaping your tomorrows. Consider how the challenges you face today might be preparing you for future opportunities. Share your experiences with others. Talk about this concept with friends, family, or colleagues. Discussing these ideas can help solidify your understanding and provide new perspectives. You might be surprised at how many people are intrigued by the idea of four-dimensional thinking once they understand its practical applications. Keep learning and growing. Seek out new information and experiences that challenge your perceptions. Stay curious about the world and your place in it. The more you engage with diverse ideas and perspectives, the more you'll enhance your ability to think in 4 dimensions. Remember, the goal isn't to abandon 3-dimensional thinking entirely. It's to add another layer to your perception, to enrich your understanding of reality. You're not replacing your current way of thinking, but expanding it. As you integrate 4-dimensional thinking into your life, you may find that problems that once seemed insurmountable become manageable. Opportunities that were invisible suddenly come into focus. Your decisions become more strategic, your actions more purposeful. This shift in perception can lead to a greater sense of empowerment and purpose. You're no longer just reacting to life as it happens to you. You're actively shaping your reality with a clear understanding of how your present connects to your past and future. Four-dimensional thinking isn't just a concept to understand intellectually. It's a practice to be lived. It's about bringing a new level of awareness to every moment, every decision, every interaction. It's about seeing the threads that connect all aspects of your life and using that knowledge to create positive change. So, take a moment now to consider, how might your life change if you consistently thought in 4 dimensions? What new possibilities might open up? What challenges might you overcome? What kind of future could you create? The power of four-dimensional thinking lies in its ability to expand our perspective beyond the immediate and obvious. It reminds us that we are part of something larger than our current circumstances, that our lives are an ongoing story of growth and change. By adopting this mindset, we can approach life with greater wisdom, compassion, and purpose. We can make decisions that align with our deepest values and long-term goals. We can build relationships that stand the test of time. We can contribute to creating a better world, not just for ourselves, but for future generations. Four-dimensional thinking invites us to see ourselves not just as we are, but as we could be. It encourages us to dream big, to set audacious goals, and to work steadily towards them. It reminds us that every moment is an opportunity to shape our future. As you move forward from here, carry this expanded perspective with you. Let it inform your choices, guide your actions, and inspire your dreams. Remember that you have the power to think beyond the boundaries of the present moment, to consider the broader context of your life and your impact on the world. Think in 4 dimensions, and watch as your reality begins to change. The journey of transformation starts with a single thought, a shift in perspective. That journey begins now, in this moment, as you open your mind to new possibilities and a broader understanding of your place in the tapestry of time. Your future self is waiting. What story will you write with your life? How will you use this expanded perspective to create positive change? The answers to these questions lie within you, waiting to be discovered through the lens of four-dimensional thinking. So, take that first step. Expand your mind. Change your reality. The 4th dimension is calling, inviting you to explore the full richness of your existence. Are you ready to answer that call?